I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right, I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Yeah, fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Hell,
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see.
Ain't nothing. You too ugly to represent us colored folks. These Africans think all of us.
Fitting that I leave the game just like I came in, beating a big bad monster who knocks out everybody and no one can whoop him. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was gonna kill me. But he hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaws been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple times. I'm bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Hey! Rubber, young man, rubber.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, and can't possibly be beat.
Take Clay out of it. Ripping punches by Clay and more.
Going right hand that time. Throws another one. Sonny Robo. All over body, head, and right hand. The best punch in the fight so far.
Ripping punches by Moore is sent to the canvas again by a barrage of punches.
Seriously, I told you I'm the real champion. I told you I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of my critics crawl. All of you suckers who write the Ring magazine, Boxing Illustrated, all of you suckers bow. Come to Muhammad Ali. I am.
A year ago this month, at 4800 San Jacinto in Houston, Texas, this man refused to take a step. For the past year, he's been virtually incarcerated in this country. He's undergone all of this for the obvious reason that he didn't have the courage to fight such as Joe Frazier, Jerry Quarry, and Jimmy Ellis.
Why would you say that? I didn't have the courage to fight Joe Frazier and Jimmy Ellis and Jerry Quarry. I mean, why would you say that? I mean, you know, I've never showed no fear of nobody. And why would you, as many times as you have came to my fights, knowing you had money bet on other people, I beat them. I mean, why would you, seriously, I mean, why would you sit here on television and talk about me being afraid of Jerry Quarry or Joe Frazier? I mean, that's wrong. I mean, we just don't get along no kind of way.
And you've been spreading that kind of gospel at every college campus in this country.
Every college that I go to, everybody asks me about Howard Cosell. Why is it that you and Howard Cosell can't get along? And my answer is we just don't get along. I mean, you just talk a lot of stuff that don't make sense. I mean, why would you open up the show and you told me you were going to ask me a few nice questions. Why would you open up the show talking about I'm afraid of Joe Frazier and Jerry Quarry? You really believe that they have a chance against me?
Well, I think
you come to all of my fights. You follow me all over the world, Germany, London, Canada, and why? And you, I see you at ringside talking about these homemade champions. Now, do you really believe they could beat me?
I'll answer that question in a moment. I first want to document your record. You were troubled by a less than mediocre southpaw named Mildenberger in Germany. You showed me nothing against Chevalo, relying upon the fact that he gave you water on the knees with low blow upon low.
You've never seen me hurt or beat. What you mean I didn't show you nothing? That's the kind of appreciation I get from you coming all over the world. The company wouldn't pay your way to these countries for nothing. If I wasn't fighting so regular, you wouldn't have gotten to see the world. And now you're going to down me because I'm not fighting and talk about I got trouble with these boys. I beat those boys easy.
Now, wait a minute. This marvelous wristwatch. What were you frightened of? I wasn't going to hit you. Why did you move?
I mean, why would you jump over here?
Because I want the people to see the wristwatch that you bought in Frankfurt, West Germany.
Yeah.
Only because I found the person who'd sell it to you more cheaply than anybody else in the whole country.
Well, for once well, after all, I mean, what's you getting me a deal on a watch? If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got to see Germany.
All right, my record is clear.
And I will shuffle again. Don't you worry. You get your homemade champions ready and line them all up. I'll be watching the television with you at ringside, popping off about how hard he hits and this and that. You let Ellis and Quarry fight it out, and then let Joe Frazier meet the winner, or whoever the homemade champion is, I may say the Mickey Mouse title. I have a belt at home. Says World Heavyweight Champion. And for a man to be the champion, he's going to have to take my belt. And the day that he meet me, and if he beat me, I'm going to hand him my belt. And I want you to be the announcer that night because I want to see you quiet. I want to quieten you at once and for all.
Ah, you son of a gun, you've had enough fun with me. You know that the one guy who has persistently maintained that there is one heavyweight champion in this world is Howard Cosell. And I have said repeatedly that you could beat all of these guys.
But you make a lot of cracks. I mean, you just said I had a lot of trouble with these boys, and you're talking about me getting out of boxing in time to duck Frazier and this and that, and I don't know what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm. You don't look as broke as you're supposed to be.
No, what you mean, broke?
Everybody says you're broke. You got no money. You gave it all to Elijah Muhammad.
No, how could I give it to Elijah Muhammad? I mean, the government, the American government, took 90% of all of my money before I got it. You know, the Lowell Sponsoring Group had that deal called the Joe Louis tax law.
The fact of the matter is, the thing you've missed most over the past year were the steady vocal sparring sessions that we enjoyed on Wide World of Sports.
Well, we had a lot of fun, but let's let the other boys have a chance and build some more contenders. After beating Zora Foley, you know, no one was left for me to fight. So I think even if I was still fighting, it would have been good for me to step aside for 2 years and let them fight it out to see who deserves the honor to fight me.
It's been fun. We've missed it.
Well, things make it better soon.
One more shuffle.
Well, if I do the shuffle, you might have to scuffle.
We've done that, too. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Muhammad Ali.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
That's good. You know what? They told me you have a new cologne. And they put it out here. I thought you were coming to promote the cookie. You told me you had a cookie last time I talked to you. You said you had Muhammad Ali's cookie. What happened to that?
You trying to be funny?
When you did you tell me you had a cookie?
Yeah, the cookie's done pretty good.
It's
Slow.
good. Okay. But this is the new Muhammad Ali cologne?
Try.
That's right. You wear this? I'm just asking.
How do you ask such a dumb question?
That's good. Smell better than Sonny Liston. Can I have this one?
That cost you $12.
Oh, okay, I got my money in the dressing room.
I'll be honest.
This is great. This is great. When you would come on television as a kid and say that you were the greatest, did you realize that one day you'd be recognized as the greatest? Did you realize the impact you would have on society?
I didn't really believe it. I had a good idea that I would.
Mm-hmm.
I did my best to achieve it.
Yeah, I mean, you were an influence on not only athletes, but you were an influence on everybody, on me. Even when I do, you.
Is that why you talk so much?
Well, kind of. When I do interviews, I say, I'm the greatest talk show host of all time. I'm pretty than Sajak. Look at me. Sajak can't whip me. Look at me. I'm greatest. I'm the greatest. The greatest of all time. Yeah. They cannot talk me. They cannot talk me. I'm the greatest. You influenced everybody. Who was your influence?
A boxer named Sugar Ray Robinson.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
And Joe Louis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Brown Bomber. Yes. They say that some fighters are born and some fighters are created. Which were you?
Hatched.
Really? Hatched. That's kind of born, I guess.
I would say creative. I wasn't born boxing.
Oh, really?
And one time I didn't know how to box, so I learned.
Now, why did you decide to take up boxing?
Money.
Really?
Well, I stopped boxing at 12 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I had natural ability.
Mm-hmm.
So one step led to another one. The Golden Glove Championship, the Olympics, and pro.
Yeah. What's the hardest you've ever been hit? Who threw the punch?
Boxing.
Yeah, boxing.
A guy named Ernie Schaefer.
Yeah.
They recognize him.
Yeah, he hits hard.
Hit me so hard, I dropped my kin folks in Africa.
That's amazing. You often fought guys, and I'll be honest with you, like, say, for instance, George Foreman. I didn't think you were going to be able to beat George Foreman.
Me,
Oh, really?
I was nervous.
Really? What other fights made you nervous?
Son of this one,
Mm-hmm.
Smoking Joe Frazier.
Really?
And my first wife. What was your toughest fight?
Oh, man. Barry Dillard, The Late Show Fox. Yeah. Oh, man. Who do you like today in the fighting game?
Tyson.
Really?
Tyson is so rugged, so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting. Everybody fighting, knock him out.
Yeah. Yeah, you used to name your opponents that you'd fight and knock out. Where did you come up with the names?
When I first fought Sonny Liston, one day I just said, "You big ugly bear."
Mm-hmm.
They start promoting it. All these fights the bear.
Yeah.
So as I would go along, I named different fighters.
Yeah.
I don't want to call no names now. If I fought you, I'd name you the Squirrel. Some people look like certain animals.
Yeah.
That's why they're laughing. You resemble a squirrel.
Well, you know, when the greatest of all time says you a squirrel, you a squirrel. I'm going to take a commercial and try to get a nut. We'll be right back. If you could do anything else other than boxing, what would it have been?
I started boxing at 12. I never thought about nothing else.
Never wanted to be like a doctor or a singer or anything like that? I mean, what you did was fine.
Thought about being the first black man on the moon.
Really? Yeah. Well, see, actually, that's a good goal because you can still do that. Maybe. You look like you're having second thoughts about it.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, I was talking to Stallone earlier this week, and between commercials, we had a discussion. He actually watched Chuck Wepner and yourself fighting and decided to create the whole Rocky story. He had this underdog white boxer trying to overcome. He had this flamboyant champion who talked a lot, who was a big showman, and he actually went from there and created the whole Rocky thing. Yeah.
They own me.
Yeah, there might be a residual there somewhere, man.
Give me a lawyer.
Yeah. But you never knew that? I think you were his inspiration. You've been the inspiration of a lot of people. I brought some other people, some other interviewers who are going to help me out because you're an inspiration to them, too. Fellas, come here for a minute.
This is so fun.
Now, what's wrong? Oh, this one here? He's bigger. Huh?
I'm scared of him.
You scared of this one? He's a sweetheart.
He's a real champ.
Really? I think so. Yeah, you're a real champ, man. You're a real champ. Who would have won if you fought this man in your prime? Yeah, you were a dancer. You moved.
I wasn't that powerful. I was so fast.
Uh-huh.
If he hit me, best if he catch me.
Yeah. What would you say, Mike?
I by no means, I'm vain. I know I'm great, but can I tell you something? In this situation, every head must bow, every tongue must confess. This is the greatest of all time.
He can be modest, humble, and nice. This man's great. And I don't know what would happen if he hit me.
You know, I don't believe that, because the champ is very modest, you know what I mean? 'Cause I've seen him in the ring with killers. I've seen him in there with killers, like Foreman, Shavers, guys that hit much harder than I. And, you know, he takes these guys' greatest punches, and that's what made him such a champion. I mean, even though I heard him say he didn't believe, he must have believed, because that's why, from watching Ali, gave me a great deal of confidence and deep down in the belief. I believe there's no man in this planet that could beat me. From listening to him for all those years since I was a little boy.
Yeah.
And he used to make every prediction comes true. And he used to take his character and use it to reflect against his opponents. And he made them believe that he was invincible. And so, and that's my great inspiration.
Yeah.
It's real nice for him to pay a good compliment. The man is great.
You think he could hit harder than Ernie Shavers?
What do I think? Are you colored?
Sugar has told me many times that you had a great influence on him.
This is my father. My father looking for you.
Daddy.
You got a rich son.
We're going to take a quick commercial. We'll come back with these champions. You've talked extensively about how this man influenced you as a boxer. Why don't you talk to them about it?
Well, it's no big secret that I emulate Muhammad and Sugar Ray Robinson because they transcended the sport of boxing. They brought entertainment to a sport that was highly criticized because of the nature of the sport. And I'd like to take this time to thank Ali because he made it possible for me and Mike to be in this position.
I don't want your hand, I want your wallet.
You want money from you and Stallone. If you had to name him, say for instance he were an opponent.
Come on, man.
What would his name be?
The rabbit.
The Rabbit. He'd be Rabbit 2.
Don't say that. It's TV. Television. It's on television.
Yeah, rabbits are cute.
They multiply, too.
That's an interesting retort. You are a student of boxing, you study all these films, you got this stuff that you bore your friends with, make them watch and everything. Out of all your stuff you look at with Muhammad Ali fighting, what's your favorite?
Muhammad Ali and Cleveland Williams.
Really?
That was a beautiful fight, man. That was artistic.
It's Ali at his best. Excuse me? I wasn't even born. It was 66, wasn't it? Was it 66? The 66 in Houston Superdome.
Yeah.
I was 10.
I wasn't born yet, I don't believe. You know, I think a long time ago, it was in Bronx, and I was in a detention home for bad kids, right? And Muhammad came and he visited us. And this was at the time the movie The Greatest was out. So all the kids sat down and we watched the movie The Greatest. And then Ali came in. This is a funny story. Once I saw him and I saw his impact and what kind of aura he came once he entered the room, by no means from watching him fight, I knew I could never copy or emulate his style because he was so far advanced as far as technology and everything. You know, he was the future as far as boxing was concerned. I said, I'm going to be like him. And I meant as far as being famous, having money, and just be me, the way I am now. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be just like this guy as far as successes. I tell him this all the time. I must have been 10 years old then. And he said, get out of here. No one wants to hear it or anything. But if I never met him that time, I would never been the person I am now.
But did you actually get to talk to him?
Oh, yeah, I talk to him all the time. He never wants to hear it. Get out of here, get out of here.
Yeah. No, I mean, back then at the detention...
I could never get close to him because I was like the bad guy, or the troublemaker.
He had on brown pants, yellow shirt?
Everybody had a brown pants, yellow shirt.
You remember? Oh, everybody had that. Oh, okay. That was the uniform.
No doubt.
Now, what was it about that Cleveland Williams fight that you liked?
Because you watch them, you know what I mean? That was him at marvelous physical shape. When you watch him in the later years, you know what I mean? His personality reflecting, you know what I mean? His characteristics, you know what I mean? And his character overwhelming everyone, you know what I mean? Because deep down belief. And totally manipulating the human mind at that time. And when fighters at particular times before him was just authentically tough. You hit me, and who's going to land the first blow and who's going to take it. It's like I was saying, this authentic tough man. He's coming in, and he was just so marvelous, and he just outthink them, and he would make them believe they were tired. He would talk to them.
A scientific approach.
It was just totally unbelievable.
That's what I told him to say.
I know at this time it's very hard to believe because sometimes, you know, I guess, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm shocked to be here with the Sugar Man and the Greatest, you know what I mean?
Yes. He mentioned talking to your opponent. Did you talk to a lot of your opponents? Now, you told me this wasn't true, but Frazier claims in this videotape that they've read that you told him that you were God or something like that. That's not true, though, right? What would you say to a Joe Frazier when you were in the ring?
You're in trouble, sucker. I'm not talking bad about you. This is anybody.
Yeah, but you would talk to your opponent.
I got that from a rifle named Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous George, yeah. Yeah, Gorgeous George talked a lot of stuff.
Never won, though. He didn't win as many bouts as Ali.
Yeah.
In fact, I let him talk trash by watching all this.
Really? You talk to your opponent's face?
Yeah, in a very subconscious manner.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Just reverse psychology. And it didn't work with Tommy Hearns.
I can't imagine Ray talking trash. By any means, would you care for a few more of these uppercuts?
Do you talk to people, Mike? You talk to people?
Mike doesn't have to talk to nobody.
You've never talked to an opponent in the ring? You have?
Yeah, Tyrell Big.
Really? What'd you say to Tyrell?
In one incident, he said, wow, you throwing elbows too? I said, you're going to die. Your elbows, you're going to die.
You know what? It's probably our pleasure to have this moment just to tell you how bad you are, man, and just sit down and kick it with you. You are truly the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali.